Lorna. Thank you so much for being here to talk about your book, Good Morning Sunshine.
I'm very excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, what inspired you to write Good Morning Sunshine?
Well, Good Morning Sunshine is a book about Joey Moss. And as you know, Joey Moss was born with Down syndrome. And he worked for the Edmonton Oilers for more than any player that has ever played there, over 30 years. And I think it is a very inspiring story. And I think it's a story that needed to be told. There's lots of people who know Joey probably a lot better than I did, who were there in his early days when he worked with the Oilers, and with the Edmonton football team as well. But I'm a writer, and I thought that I could be the one and be the vehicle that could share this story with the world about somebody who was born with Down syndrome, who was very, very active in their community.
Good Morning Sunshine. It's a children's book. Is there a reason you particularly wanted to write your book in that genre?
Yeah, it's a children's picture book. And I have to say that Alice Carter did absolutely beautiful, beautiful illustrations for this book. So a children's picture book is often 50-50. I write the words go to the illustrator, they do the drawings. And I wanted this genre, and I thought long and hard about it before I actually started writing. I think that the earlier that we can share with children that everybody in the whole world matters, I think that that's important. So this book, can go to kids who are 4 to 6 years of age. Parents can read the story to them, and then maybe it can open up some questions about, what is Down syndrome, and then there can be a explanation there, and so that we all look at everybody in the world, and we can say, like we need diversity. We need all kinds of different people in the world.
So, what has the overall reaction been from people who have read your book?
So far, it's been good, and I'm very happy about that. It is called Good Morning Sunshine, so it is a book about a positive role model. It's about somebody who made people smile, and the beginning title, the working title, was actually Making People Smile. And then it got changed to Good Morning Sunshine because that's something that Joey said to the players when they would walk in. He always said, "Hey, good morning, sunshine." And he even had a Good Morning Sunshine mug. So I think that so far the reaction has been positive, and I think that's because it is a positive story.
So, out of everyone, why Joey Moss?
I believe in story, and I think that this story was just meant to be told. The whole story behind him being in a family of 13, number one, 13 children. That is so big. Like, to me, I just go, wow, I can't even imagine that. I have 3 children, 13 children, and there was no multiple births. And in the beginning of his life, they were a traveling roadshow. Like, they were a traveling band that went around the province of Alberta. And I still look at that and I think, wow, like, what a family. Like, what a family to be able to do that. And everybody was instrumental, and they played the saxophone, and they had all these things. And Joey was given a tambourine at the age of 3 and put on the stage. So I just really felt that the story had so much depth, and that and then all of his work with the Oilers and all of his work with the football club. I think that that's really important. And I just felt that it was such a beautiful story, and it had so much, as I said, so much depth to it.
What do you think the importance is of expressing Canadian stories like this?
I think Canadian stories are really important. And interestingly enough, it's published by an American publishing house. They picked it up. They're the ones who wanted it because it was such an interesting story. And I just look at that and I think, wow, like, we have this Canadian story that is going to go out there. And the beauty of books for me, like, I love books. I mean, obviously I'm a writer, so I love books, but I love books because 10 years from now, this hardcover book can still be on a shelf in a library, and somebody can read about Joey Moss, this Canadian, and I don't want to say hero, but he kind of is a bit of a hero, or a bit of a character, this Canadian person who meant so much to so many people.
And of course, this is a very much local story for you, as you yourself come from Edmonton, and Joey Moss is related with the Edmonton Oilers.
So I'm pretty excited that I was able to add that local flair to it. And I've written other books with that have characters that were born with Down syndrome as well. So I've actually got to meet a lot of the people from the Edmonton Down Syndrome Society, and I met them well before I decided to do this book. So I'm very honored to be able to share this book and know that this book is there for them as well. So that's really exciting. And Joey opened up a literacy foundation a couple of years back, and part of my royalties will go towards that because I believe in giving back, and for me that's probably the biggest place for me to give back is to the literacy for children that are born with Down syndrome.
Well, thank you again so much for being with me and talking with me today.
Thank you so much.